back to Better Living. It's time for Better Retirement with Jeff Booker from Citizen Advisory Group. Let's talk about the three biggest concerns people have when heading into retirement.
You know, there's a lot of things. Retirement is such a special time. We talk about it all,
yes,
you know, every week. It's such a special time. We think about all the fun things we're going to do, but then there's a little bit of fear factor involved too. And you know, I think the biggest fear for most Americans is, am I going to have enough to last my entire life? And you know, I always say that retirement was very easy in the past. We would have a pension from work. We'd have Social Security. We'd live 3, 4, 5 years. We'd pass away. Not too hard. But now we're seeing people 20-year retirements, 30-year retirements. We don't have the pensions. We don't have some of the things we've had in the past. How are we going to make our money last? Right. And so, you know, this 401k generation, I always call it the 401 chaos generation, because it's up to us to make it work. So how do we do that? You know, I think one of the most crucial pieces is Social Security. You know, it's a government benefit that many of us just take for granted. We retire, we elect for Social Security. We talk about it all the time. It's such an important decision. We need to know our rights in Social Security. What benefits are available to us? If I'm a divorcee, I have some benefits.
Right.
If I'm a widow, I have some benefits. I also have some spousal benefits if I'm married. And so how do we elect for that? There's so many different ways, and that's a very critical piece to your income component for sure. So that's number one. The other thing I think that's important is to have a spending plan for retirement, to have an income plan. We call it an income plan at our firm, and to actually understand where is the money going to come from each and every year, so that I know exactly how much I can spend, so that I can go out and have fun without worrying that I'm going to run out of money. Running out of money before running out of breath is not what we're looking for.
No, it's really not. And frankly, it's not going to be much fun if I have to spend my retirement sitting in my house not doing anything.
Yeah, well, you know what, I always make the argument, running out of money in retirement, actually, the actual time when you run out of money is not bad. That's actually the relief after 10 years of stewing and hoping and praying that it's not going to happen to us, and then finally we run out of money. It's those 10 years leading up to it, not the time when you run out of money. Yes. So that's a big key, and most people that we meet and that we talk to don't have that income plan, and so we're winging it. And obviously, anytime you're winging anything in life, not really the best plan.
No. And
there's no do-overs in retirement. Once we're out, we're out. And so very, very important piece. You know, on taking it from income, one of the biggest risks we all face that we don't like to talk about is health care.
Yes.
The cost of health care skyrocketing. You know, once we get to retirement, we're probably on Medicare, and we can look at Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage plans to help with our short-term care costs. There's so many options, and if you're recently turning 65 or you're in that age group, you know that the mailbox gets inundated with mail of here's all the choices with Medicare. It can be very overwhelming. One of the services we provide is we analyze all the plans for you and make sure that you're in the right Medicare plan. But that's only one part of the component for short-term care. One of the biggest fears I think we all have is extended care, where we might have some extended illness. Immediately when we think of that, or if I say that to you, what do you think of when I say long-term care? You think of what? Nursing home. But the reality is nursing home is not where a lot of that care is going to be happening. It's going to be happening in the home. And as an individual, I think we all want that care in the home.
Well, sure.
And so long-term care or extended care, we immediately go to nursing home. Many people would say, never going to happen to me, right? It's just not going to happen to me. My dad would say, take me out back and shoot me.
Well,
and I always said, Dad, if I could shoot you, I'd have shot you way long ago. I'm not going to wait till you're sick for crying out loud to shoot you. But
it might happen tomorrow.
The reality is we must have a plan for that, because the risk to it is not only just money, and that's what we want to make sure that our clients understand, is the risk to extended care actually is relationships. The relationships that are nearest and dearest to us our entire life. Husband and wife become caregiver and patient. Kids start to get involved, and if we're fooling ourselves if we have 3 kids and we think all 3 kids are going to help equally, right? Yeah. And so pretty soon siblings don't speak to each other.
It can get really ugly.
And it just is a snowball effect. So not only is it financially disastrous, but relationship-wise, it really starts to implode your entire family. So there has to be a plan in place. We can look at insurance programs. Traditionally, people would say, oh my gosh, they're too expensive, or, you know, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to need it. Well, there's new insurance type of policies out there called hybrids that have dual functions. There's life insurance that is going to work as life insurance or long-term care. So if you don't ever need it for care,
Then it becomes life.
It becomes life insurance for your heirs. So at least somebody's going to get something.
Well, the third biggest concern, which makes sense, is being taken advantage by a scam or fraud, and that's obviously a concern, and it just gets worse as we head into retirement. I want to take a minute real quick before we're finished, and we've got a slide that shows some dates. One thing you guys are so great about is educating people as they head into these retirement years and preparing for it. Tell people about these seminars that are coming up.
Well, we basically have two different types of seminars that we're holding right now, really three. We have Medicare seminars. You can find those on our website. We have financial retirement seminars that are pretty general in scope, and we have those coming up June 18th and June 18th and 23rd here in Toledo. You can go to our website at citizenadvisory.com or call directly at our office. You can see it on the site. And we also have Social Security specific seminars. That's a very complex decision, and we go through all the different types of plans that are available to you in those.
And you should make reservations for those. They fill up quick. So go to the website for more information or give Citizen Advisory a call today. We'll be right back on Better Living.